Well, I think one thing that we are in very early phases of deployment is a Netflix. And customers want, when they want to watch it, what they want to watch it. They don't want to be bound to 3 or 4 channels. And Netflix and the ability of streaming entertainment is a priority. So we were the first hotel company, and Marriott Hotels was the first to launch in-room Netflix entertainment. So people can just log into their account, there's no additional charge, and enjoy their Netflix. So that's well on its way. One thing that we are looking out that's further out, I think in the horizon, but needs to be addressed is virtual reality. And what does that really mean for the lodging industry? I fundamentally believe one day, when you're sitting home and decide you're going to take a vacation, you'll be able to go onto your VR headset and say, I want to check out this hotel, and actually walk around it, see what the room is like, what is the food and beverage like, what's the location outside the hotel like, and get an experience before you click and you book that reservation. So I think there is a lot that will happen with virtual reality. In the beginning, it will be entertainment, but I actually think at some point it will drive commerce in the lodging industry. You know, at the end of the day, it starts with the customer. And one thing we heard in the customer research early on is, you know, Marriott is a great brand. I can trust it. It's well known. It's everywhere I want to be. But sometimes it feels like an office with a bed. Our brand was built around work and being productive all the time. And customers today have a blended life between work and play. So taking that consumer insight between work and play and actually translating that into the physicality of the hotel and into the way associates behave changed everything how we thought about it, right? So one of the activated spaces is certainly the Stoke restaurant. Customers don't want to see a waiter or waitress coming from behind a door that keeps swinging with their food. They love to see live exhibition cooking taking place. What's really happening? The fire's going, plates are moving, you hear the chef speaking, you see it in action. That immediately elevates your emotional engagement. So each of these spaces have those moments of elevated emotional engagement. And then there are times you're looking for a small collaborative space with your colleagues to have a drink, to do some work. Those spaces exist as well too. So it's kind of this range from really hot and active to more cool and reflective. So each space serves a different purpose. And then I think, you know, the epitome here is bringing in the locals. So Coco and the Director, which is an amazing coffee space, and it becomes kind of the crossroads of the city. We like to hope that everyone will meet there, they'll have a coffee, they'll see some new local innovation that's taking place out of the city that we can actually promote for a local entrepreneur. That just gives a new energy and vitality to the hotel. We want these hotels to be living, working, breathing representation of the community, truly reflective of the community. Yeah, that's a great question. So one of the major changes is the guest room itself. If you looked at our more traditional Marriott guest room, it was a place to sleep with a big, you know, mahogany desk and work. There wasn't that space that I was either sleeping or working. What about just relaxing and lounging? So our new guest room features great lounge space and furniture that's not traditionally found in a hotel, that's more residential. So when we first started experimenting with some of the furniture selections in the room, they weren't quite right. We actually went too far away from a space that people could work. So we now found, through real testing, we started building prototype desks and soft seating, and we found out what really, really worked for customers.